Have you been struggling to draft a basic bodice fitted gown? You want to stick till the end of this video because this is going to be so helpful, and this video is going to be a beginners friendly. So let's get right into it. If you are new to my channel, my name is Adorable Secrets and thanks for stopping by. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much guys. It's good to have you back. So here is the fabric I am going to be using. Is more like a soft jean material. You can use any fabric of your choice. So this fabric is a little bit stretchy. You can also call it a suit-like fabric as well. So here you'll be making use of this measurements. I have my fitted measurement right here, the shoulder, the bust measurements, the under bust measurements, the half lengths. I'm going to be listing all that on the screen for you to see it out. So next thing, or first thing we are going to do right now, is fold your fabric into two. Guys, we are not going to be using a pattern for this tutorial. No pattern. We are cutting directly on the fabric. So here I am trying to make sure that I folded to the right measurement. You want to use your hips measurements, which is the largest part, to confirm that you have folded rightly. So I noticed it's going to be too much. I had to reduce it. So I'll be using this upper part as my starting line, which is my shoulder. So I'm going to be subtracting ½ inch from the top. Then stretch your tape downward and you want to mark the full length of your gown plus 1½ inch allowance for folding. So you need to make sure your measurements is close to you. From your measurements, you're going to be taking your half length, and I've marked it right there, which is 15, and I've also marked my under bust measurements. And then the next thing I want to take, right, I just marked now, is my armhole line. So I'll be using 7.5 inches for the armhole. So let's go over this again. The first line is the shoulder line. This is your chest line. The next one is your under bust, and this third one is the half length. And of course the next one is the hip line, the hip measurements, where you're going to impute your hips. So now guys, let's start imputing our measurements. Divide your shoulder by 2, add ½ inch allowance, and this is 7.5. I'm using a neck line of 3 inches by 3.5 inches depth. All right, so just work with what you feel is okay for you. I'm going to be dropping the shoulder slope by ½ inch, and I'll connect that on a straight line to meet with the chest line. On the chest line, you want to divide your bust measurement by 4 inches, add 1.5 inch allowance and mark it. On the next line is the under bust, add 1.5 and also mark it there. On the half length, you're going to do the same thing, and then on the hips, you're going to also divide your hips by 4 and also mark it there. So I'm using 10.5. On the down part, this is a pencil gown, so on the down part I'm going to be subtracting about 1.5 inches because I want the down to have this pencil shape. You understand how a pencil gown looks like. So by the time you have marked all these measurements, just go ahead and connect all of them together. You're also going to do the same thing for your neckline. Use your free hands to connect your round neck together, and then connect all measurements together as well. So if you are finding it difficult to connect your armhole curve, so you want to get your measurement tape, all right, just watch the angle I am placing my tape. Just come up by 1 inch and just mark it at that point. So you're connecting from your shoulder, meet with the 1 inch mark, and then connect to your measurements on the bust line. So go ahead and cut this out, and then you see how your body is looking like. Cut the neck and then the shoulder slope. So this is the front piece of our pencil gown. Now quickly we'll just fold the fabric again into two, spread out the front on top of this folded fabric. You're going to be leaving an allowance of 1.5 or 2 inches for your zipper allowance. So go ahead and drop your back neckline. Your back neckline is going to be just 1 inch, guys, just 1 inch. Connect it to meet with your shoulder for the front, and then you want to go ahead and just cut it out the same way. So what you're doing in the back is just copy and paste. All right, the only difference is the neckline and of course the zipper allowance. Every other angle is the same thing. So this is the front and the back of our basic bodice gown. It is quite simple. So by the time you fold this zipper inside, I'm just going ahead to give it a tiny notch. So guys, one last thing, on the front piece I'm going to be taking the midpoint of the armhole, and the midpoint I'll just mark it right there. So on that midpoint I'm going to be going in by 1/2 inch. All right, so from that 1/2 inch I'm going to be connecting from there to the top and also to the armhole curve. So this is just watch the way my fingers is rolling and you understand what I mean. So you're doing this for just the front piece, remember. So the reason for this elimination is to avoid any bulgy effects at the armhole from the front, so that it can lap very well, since we're not going to be putting any darts at the armhole. So now the next thing is to fold another fabric into two and just take your front and place it on top. I just want to get a facing, something to turn the neckline and the armhole over with. This is a sleeveless gown. It's not going to be having a sleeve, so you want to turn the neckline and also the sleeve angle. So this is it. Now here is the back. I've also gone ahead to cut the facing for the back. So this facing, like I said, is going to help you to turn the neckline so that it's going to be neat and fine. So go to the machine and just sew it on the neckline and also on the armhole like this. So I'll show you when I am done doing this. You will still do the same thing for the front. So this is the front. You're going to be placing this facing on the front parts. All right, now take it to your machine and just carefully sew your neckline and also your armhole. Now I'm done sewing it. I'm done turning the neckline and the armhole. So this is me trying to use my hemming gum. I don't want to be running a stitching line on it, all right, to avoid the thread line showing on the front. So to have a very neat finishing, I'm going to be making use of my hemming gum. All right, I don't have light at this moment, so I have to make use of my local iron. So now I'm going to be using my hemming gum. Just use your hemming gum to hem the edges neatly and very carefully. Okay, so that's what I am doing right now. This is the back. So you want to put your hemming gum in between the facing and the main fabric, just like this, and then you press it down with a very hot iron. So you can see this is the neckline. I have neatly sewn it, and this is the armhole. Now I'm going to join the back together like this, and the next thing is to fix our zipper. So I am going to be showing you how to fix a zipper. Now right side facing right side, join the back together. You want to take a measurement of this zipper is 24 inches zipper. We have 20 inches. You can use any one of your choice. So I'm going to be marking where I want my zip to stop. So do the same thing. Just mark where you want your zipper to stop. And then from there, you're going to also mark where you want the back slits. This gown is going to have a back slit. So you want to take a measurement and then know how many inches opening you want the slit to be. So this is how it is. So I'm going to be sewing along this line. I'll take this to the machine and I'll also show you how I'm fixing the zipper. So here is the slits for the back, and this is the opening, and here is the part that I have closed up. So now this is my zipper. You want to open it like this. All right, it's a pullover zip, so one has to go off, and then I'll be working with the one that doesn't have the head. Okay, I'm working with the plain one, so just watch the way I am fixing it. I'm going to be capsiding it right on the left parts, yeah, on the left parts of the gown. So just go, if you're a beginner, you can use a pin to hold this down, hold the zipper to the dress so that it doesn't shift. And while you're fixing this zip, guys, remember, don't drag your fabric. Make sure you don't drag your fabric, else if you drag your fabric, that is more like you want to be having that bulgy effect that you normally see at the back of a zip. So try not to drag your fabric, hold it firmly, not too tight. Now this is how you're going to be fixing the second part. Make sure your gown is equal at this other end. So you just sew on a straight line to the end. So you can see this is what I have, like so. The first one I made was from the front, and the second one after attaching the head is from the back. So now in order to finish it up, you just open it like this and flip it to the back. Just watch how I am doing the head, the final closing. Just flip it to the back and also to the side, and just run a stitch neatly at the top. You may not even notice the thread line, so just do it very neatly. So by the time we are done with that one, the next thing, I will join the front and the back together like this, front side facing front side. So make sure it is equal at the down and at the top. So go ahead and take your measurement now. At this point, you're not adding allowances, okay? Use the client's exact measurement to close it up. This way you're going to have a fitted gown. So you want to make sure you use the measurements accurately. So when you're done marking it from the bust, you connect to the half length, under bust, half length, and the hips, and also to the down. So you connect all your measurements together. You take it to your machine and just close it up. Is that simple? So if you've watched till this point and you have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and click on that subscribe button. Make sure you like this video, guys. It's going to do me a whole lot. Like this video and drop us a comment. If you have any question, go ahead and drop it. I'll be there to answer your question. This is our gown, our finished work. It is very simple, no dots. You can use a belt if you wish to. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in my next. Bye.